Hi, my name is Sarah Jane Chapman. I am a certified yoga therapist. I'm also an astrologer, and this is a therapeutic practice for a new moon in Cancer. You will want 2 blocks. If you only have 1 block, that's totally fine. You'll want at least 1 block, 2 blocks if you've got them. We're going to start in a child's pose. So also, if your knees are a little bit sensitive, I would suggest maybe putting a little blanket down underneath your knees for this practice. Cancer rules over our rib cage and helps us to expand around our heart. It is an emotional sign, a water sign. So take some breaths here, feeling the expansion and contraction around your heart. And imagining it that it is like the ebbing and flowing of water moving onto the shore and then returning to the ocean. Two more breaths like this. On your next inhale, start to pull your hands in. We're going to come into cow pose. Lift your heart and your tailbone. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips up high, downward facing dog. Inhale, return your knees to the ground, lift your heart and your tailbone, cow pose. Exhale, hips to heels, arms stretch forward, child's pose. Inhale, come up to stand on your knees, reach your arms up, lift up through the heart. Exhale, send your hips towards your heels, bring your hands onto your heart. This is known as hero's pose or virasana. Inhale, return to your knees, reach your arms up, lift up through the heart. Try and keep your arms by your ears. Exhale, go back into child's pose. We're going to do that whole sequence 2 more times. Inhale, cow, pull your hands in, lift your heart and your tailbone. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips up high, downward facing dog. Inhale, cow, lower your knees at the same moment, lift your heart and your tailbone. Exhale, hips to heels, arms stretch forward, child's pose. Inhale, come up to stand on your knees, reach your arms up, lift up through the heart. Exhale, send your hips towards your heels, hands return to your heart center. Inhale on your knees, reach your arms up, lift up through the heart. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to do 1 more round like that. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's. Inhale, come up to stand on your knees. Exhale, hips to heels, hands to your heart center. Inhale, back to stand on your knees, reach your arms up, lift up through the heart. Try and keep your arms by your ears. Exhale, go back into child's pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're actually going to do another half part of that round. We're going to meet back on our knees. So inhale, cow. Exhale, child's. Inhale, come up to stand on your knees, reach your arms up, lift up through the heart. Exhale, set your hips towards your heels, bring your hands onto your heart center. And then press your hands down on your heart center. And we're going to find some simple head and neck circles. So tuck your chin in towards your chest. Bring your ear to your other shoulder. Don't let your head and neck go back behind. Just keep your head moving forward, ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. And notice as you pull down on your heart a little bit, you'll find a little more opening in your neck and shoulders. 3 more breaths like this. And then return your head to a neutral spine. Come up to stand on your knees. Keep your hands on your heart. You're going to step your right foot forward and hinge forward and back a few times. Inhale, go forward. Exhale, go back. 2 more like this. 1 more. Beautiful. So go ahead and snag your blocks if you have them handy. If you only have one block, maybe just place it to the inside, over by the left side. Inhale, reach your arms up, crescent pose. Cancer is ruled by the moon. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips up high, pyramid pose. Inhale, crescent, lower your left knee down, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands down, hips up, pyramid pose. 3 more like this. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, pyramid. Two more. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, pyramid. One more. Inhale, crescent. And exhale, pyramid. And then we're going to come into triangle pose. So pivot your left heel to the ground. If you only have one block, just transfer it to the outside of your right leg. Move your right hand onto that right block. Extend your left arm up. 5 deep breaths here. Feel this expansion in your ribs. For 4. For 3. For 2. And for 1. Use an inhale to lift your body up. We're going to come into warrior 2, bending that right knee, extending the arms out. Flip your palms up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, straighten your right leg, bring your hands onto your heart. Settle your shoulders. Inhale, bend your right knee, extend your arms out, lift up through the heart. Exhale, straighten your right leg, hands to your heart center. Relax your shoulders. 3 more like this. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Last one. And exhale. Beautiful. We're going to rotate back towards the front of the mat. Get your blocks out of the way. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, come up to stand on your knees. Reach your arms up, lift up through the heart. Exhale, sit back on your heels, hands to your heart center. Push down on your chest. Once again, head and neck circles. Deep breaths. Notice what is on your heart these days. It doesn't have to be good, and it doesn't have to be bad. Whatever it is, let it be there. As you breathe with your head and neck circles, expand space around this thing on your heart. Again, imagining the ebbing and flowing of water moving onto a shore and then back out to the ocean. Bring your head back up to a neutral spine. Come back up to stand on your knees. Step your left foot forward this time. Shift forward and back a couple times. Using your breath, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift back. 2 more like this. One more. Shifting the body forward, inhale, reach your arms up. Grab your blocks. Exhale, tuck your right toes under, lift your hips up high, pyramid pose. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, pyramid. Two more like this. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, pyramid. Last one. Inhale, crescent. And exhale, pyramid. So you're going to pivot your right heel to the ground. Take your block that's on your left side a little bit further back towards your left shin. Peel the right arm up and look up towards the right thumb. 5 breaths here, feeling expansion in the ribs. For 4. For 3. For 2. As you inhale, lift your body up, bend your left knee, warrior 2. Flip your palms up towards the ceiling, feel your heart expand. As you exhale, straighten your left leg, bring your hands onto your heart center. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, hands to your heart. 3 more like this. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, hands to your heart. 2 more, inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last one. And exhale, hands to your heart. Beautiful. Inhale back to warrior 2, and then cartwheel the hands down. You can move the blocks out of the way, step back, down dog. And then we're going to find some little movements with the legs. So bring just your right leg up, move it around. Don't forget to breathe. We're going to come into pigeon pose. So you're going to bend your right knee, take your right shin forward, extend your left leg back, and then fold in. If you have your blocks handy, you can always use a block for underneath your head or underneath your arms. Five breaths. Soften what you can soften. So we're going to come back into a down dog. Take your hands down, tuck your left toes under, and then you're going to step back. 1 or 2 little petals out of the feet here. Inhale, reach your left leg up. Couple breaths here. Maybe move the left leg around a little bit. And then bend your left knee, take your left shin forward. Extend your right leg back for a half pigeon. Fold in. Again, if you would like support, hopefully you have a block or 2 handy. You can always use pillows as well. Use every exhale to soften what you can soften. Four more deep breaths. And then instead of stepping back to a down dog, you're going to walk your hands up, roll over to the left hip, and then swing your right leg around. If you'd like, you can sit up on something. I always suggest this. Take some of the pressure off the knees. A block, a pillow, a bolster. And something about sitting is we often will kind of tuck our tailbone under and then slouch a little bit. So if that's you, which that's most of us, you kind of want to tilt your tailbone back so that you can have a nice and open heart, maybe a little bit of a soft belly, and be present here. So we're going to do a little guided meditation, a water meditation. So if it feels comfortable and safe, you can close your eyes. Otherwise, fix your attention on a spot in front of you. And again, feel the ebbing and flowing of your breath, like water moving up to the shore and back out to the ocean. And bring to mind a fresh source of water. Whatever comes to mind first is just fine. Bring to mind a fresh source of water. With your hands or with your mind's eye, scoop up some of the water and bring it into your heart center. With your hands or in your mind's eye, scoop water from this fresh source and bring it into your heart center. When you feel as though you've received all of the water you need, keep your hands resting on your heart and feel the water move through your system. Up, down, all around. Using your breath, feel the water move through your system. Up, down, all around. Notice the places where the water can access easily. And notice the places that the water has a trickier time getting to. And then ask yourself, do you need to keep this water, or would you like to release some and give it back? If you need to keep the water, just feel what it's like to have the nourishment. If you'd like to release the water, take it from your heart and return it out either to the source or to somewhere else. Notice the quality of the water as you release. When you're done, bring your attention back into your breath and your body. And just notice what you notice. We're going to seal off this practice by chanting the word peace 3 times in Sanskrit. We're going to do big Om first and then chant the word Shanti. If you know it, I'd love for you to join. Otherwise, you can listen and you'll still get all the benefits. So deep breath in for Om. Om. Deep breath in for Shantis. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace to you, peace to your loved ones, peace to all beings everywhere without exception. Thank you for your time, your presence, and your practice. And send out to the universe.